Hi everyone, Ment Morris here. Welcome to the next lesson in our monthly lesson series. We're going to be taking a look at Bring It On Down to My House. We'll be doing our second solo over this tune for the month, and this one is going to be in the style of Jimmy Bryant. So to start off our solo, we're going to still be in the key of D, working on the key that we've been doing the previous lessons in. And we're going to be nailing our triads in this particular solo. This is something I learned from Jimmy Bryant, really to dig into just the triadic movement and kind of explore that throughout solos. You can hear this especially on the Jimmy Bryant tune, Bryant's Bounce. So what I like to do on this one is kind of connect our D to our B chord, right? We have a D triad here and a B triad here by putting in the flat seventh, the C. So I've got this movement. I got a half bar of D, a half bar of C, and then the full bar of B. So there's a number of ways you can do it. I did kind of this descending, going from the 5 down to the 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, and then chromatically connecting that. So without me talking, you have this. You could do another way of connecting it more instead of just doing the little kind of 3-note voicings. You could go. That's what I like to do, and that's just playing from 5, 3, 1, chromatic down to the C, up, and then right down the B. So slowly that's. And then we're going to fall into our E9 chord and then our E flat 9 chord, which is subbing for our A7, right? So this is just like an A7 chord. It's got the G and C sharp or D flat in it. That's the third, or flat seventh and third, depending on how you're looking at that. And then we have the F in there, which is going to be in relation to A, the flat 13 or sharp 5, however you want to kind of think about it. But that's just a chromatic movement downwards from the E to E flat to resolve into our D right here. So what I did there was I just played up the chord. I went G sharp, B, D, F sharp, G, B flat, and then D flat, F, and then resolve down to my D. So that's just taking that. Or you could go any number of ways to get back to that D. So we have this kind of way of looking at our chords: D, C, B, E, E flat, and then D. That's the outline. So I have. Okay, then from there I just worked up my pentatonics. I went. So I'm just looking at the pentatonics: A to B, 5 to 6, D to E, F sharp, and then I'm going to add in my 4 up to the 5. So I've got, and then I'm going to work down to my B triad, right? So I've got this, something like that, where I'm highlighting that chord there. Any of that works great. And then I went to my E chord again, then E9. And I want to kind of now just highlight this in chord grips. And this is where I'm really drawing from Bryant's Bounce. He does this quite a bit, where he just takes these chord grips and I'll add the 13, take it off, and then take it off again. And then we're going into the bridge. So we have this. D. So I'm now thinking D, D7 to G, G7. So I'm going to go, and that's just kind of a nice little rhythm playing around with the 13. That's essentially what I'm doing. And then I'm going to do the same thing kind of right here with the same rhythm. Right, this is my D7 chord with the 9. I've got C, E, F sharp, and D. And then I'm going to land that into my G9 here. Do the same kind of move, and then move it up to the G9 here. So I've got this. I'm going to go. Okay, and that's going to connect my whole B section. Then, to play the A one more time, I'm going to do diminished chords down from my high A, the 5th of D. So this is playing like a D7 flat 9 or diminished here up at the, this would be the 16th and 17th frets. And I'm just going to move this down chromatically, landing on my B7. So, right, we can see that we have the D sharp, the A, the F sharp, and the C. So this is like a B7 flat 9. And we're just kind of, again, connecting the D down to the B, the 1 to the 6. So I have. And then from there, I'm going to drop it down. I've got D, G sharp, F, and B. So that's highlighting my E. So I'm going to play D up to F. That's like the flat 7 to the flat 9. And then I'm going to drop it down another half step. And I've got now an A7 flat 9, C sharp, G, E, and B flat. Take it up another 3 frets to the E, right? 3rd to 5th, and then resolve on the D there. So this is a really cool way of kind of arranging and thinking through this solo, because you're seeing how all of these shapes just kind of fall into one another and can move chromatically with and into one another. So what I have from the B section, I'm going to go. So that's going to be the whole solo. I'm going to do another kind of play through that, riffing off some of those ideas. So maybe you can kind of incorporate them into your own playing and close it off with that one. So here we go. Oh.